What is it like having flip-flop ACC this year? Because obviously, Duke is playing really well. UNC has some dudes, but they're not at the top like they usually are. It's, Clemson, UVA is obviously always tough.
Elite, yeah. They're
but
elite.
It is just a unique year. Like what?
It is. It's actually weird though because like I think that's why people disrespect the ACC now because Duke and North Carolina aren't the top tier, at least at the moment. Like they're not the number one guys in the ACC or not dominating like they used to. And I guess whenever you think like that, especially the way like just normal people that know basketball, they don't really understand that like, okay, Clemson is actually good this year. They just go by school names. Mm-hmm. So once you see that Clemson's doing good and Duke and North Carolina aren't doing good, you're probably thinking like, dang, the ACC is really weak this year. But it's really just because like other teams are stepping up. Like Clemson's good, Pitt's good, Virginia's good. Like Virginia's been solid for years now. But like, and even teams like Virginia Tech, like Virginia Tech is probably the scariest team to me because how physical they are and what they bring like to the table is like insane. So I don't think the ACC is weak at all, but I think that's why people think that it is weak just because the top tier schools or like the Blue Bloods aren't running it like they used to.
Yeah. So you mentioned Virginia Tech, they're a scary team, right? Because they're physical. Are there teams that you've played this year that were just different? Like they were better than you thought? Maybe to bring a different element than you were anticipating?
I think Virginia Tech is probably the only team that's been like eye-opening to me just because of the physicality and how hard they play and how well they scout. I think that was probably the biggest thing is like they knew all our tendencies, they knew our plays, and their staff did a great job running that team. And I feel like that's the only team that like physically that we had to like really, really, really make sure that we're like ready for because of, like we knew they were going to bring a physical fight from the jump. That's not even a basketball game. Like playing against Virginia Tech, playing against like Boston College, like it's not even a basketball game. It's just like who's going to fight and whoever's going to fight the hardest, that's who's going to win. That's who's going to win the game. So, because I mean, you look at those games, like we're like 50 points is all we're scoring. Like it's not even really like a basketball game. It's not like a high scoring game with a lot of offense. It's just like whoever can make the most clutch plays and whoever can get the most rebounds, whoever can make the most free throws, that's who's going to win the game.
Is basketball more physical than people think?
Bro, way more physical. And like me getting injured in the area that I got injured in made me realize that because I'm trying to be careful as possible out there now because like I didn't realize how physical it actually was until this year probably in terms of just like fighting over ball screens, boxing people out, like being physical on defense. Like if you're not physical, then you're just going to get punked. And that's really what it comes down to because guys are really coming at your head like every single possession in terms of just like the physical aspect of it.